I took a lot of notes for Potomac too. Let's see if we can make it out of here in time. All right, this is episode 3. I think it's called Jiminy Crickets. RHOP. We're down here. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Let the diva know you stopped by. Let's talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Robyn's situation, she just doesn't have any motivation. She just lost her motivation during COVID. She's getting up at 8:26. The kids have school at 8:30. She's getting up at 9:07. The other kid has a class at 9:10. That's irresponsible. It's irresponsible. But at the same time, I would say it was irresponsible if there wasn't another fucking human being in the house. Juan, what the fuck are you doing? How come you can't wake Corey and Carter up? What? Wake them up. Are you fixing them breakfast? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? This is the thing. If you have signs and symptoms that your partner, right, the person that you are on a team with, if your partner is not performing, you not only tell them, hey, I see you're underperforming, get it together. Not only do you do that, but then you need to come back around and take up the slack. Because what the fuck do you have a partner for if you're not going to pick up the slack where the other partner is failing? Why? What is the point? What are you there for, Juan? What's the point of having 2 parents or 2 people in the home if one person is lagging in the race? You pick up the slack. That's what the point. I thought that's what partnership was supposed to be about. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Do I have it wrong? That's probably, maybe I have it wrong. Maybe she's supposed to just do everything. And Juan could just sit there with his dick and just swing his dick through the house and bounce a basketball. Child, you get Carter and Corey up, okay? And then you could talk to her after and say, girl, what's going on? We need to fix this. What's happening? Do we need to see a therapist? Do better, Robyn. Yeah, but she clearly something's the matter. So you need to pick up the slack instead of going in there and telling her, get up, you got to do this, you got to do that. You do it and then talk to her after. Clearly it's a problem. If she's waking up 3 minutes before they have to start and then sitting them, basically taking them, sitting them in front of the computer, turning the computer on and saying, have a good day. Something's wrong. Something is fucking wrong. Gizelle and Ashley. You know, anytime Gizelle and Ashley get together, all they do is gossip and get shit going. They're talking about Karen's party and how it was fun and this and that. She tells Gizelle that Mia said maybe Gizelle is just a pretty face. I mean, I think that we can all agree that Gizelle Bryant is literally just a pretty face. Can she dance? Can she cook? I've never seen her cook. Can she keep a house? Can she keep a man? What does Gizelle do but sit there? Honestly, what does she do? Y'all tell me. Where is every Hue Beauty? She ain't got no hats out. She don't have no business. She's not in any plays. What is Gizelle? Just another pretty face. That is why she's never had to be great at anything, because she is just a pretty face. I don't give a damn what y'all say. That's why. Go and look at Gizelle's hashtags. It's all about being pretty. It's all about being the word on the street. It's nothing about nothing else but her face, and that's it, because that's all she ever had to do was look. She never had to do nothing. And to Ray's point, them looks, girl, they only gonna last for so long. And unfortunately, due to the lack of melanin, you might age a little different. You might. I don't know. Only time will tell. But you are just a pretty face, Gizelle Bryant. She wants to throw Ashley a Pamper Ashley party. Karen is invited, and so is Mia. She says that she likes Mia because she's upfront. Well, Wendy has clocked the girl being a liar, and that's what's going on with them. So Robyn is, her business is booming. Embellish is booming. She has different designs, caps, and now they're going into clothing. So this girl named Askala is there, this Ethiopian princess, honey. When I tell you, I was like, who is that? I was like Mia. When Mia walked into Ashley's party, like, girl, you are gorgeous. Yes, ma'am. She was so pretty. Is so pretty. So pretty. I was like, who is this girl? So we see her. She comes to Ashley's thing. So I don't know if they testing her out or whatever. So she comes in. Robyn brings her in. She's helping Robyn with her hats and orders, getting all the orders done. Wendy comes in to help as well. Wendy is sharing with Robyn that she has a candle line. Robyn doesn't understand what you mad about? Because you got to be on a tractor and I can sit here and talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now he looking at me. Because now you laughing. You was looking mad at first. Now I'm laughing at you because you got to be on a tractor rolling glass and I could talk about Gizelle and Robyn and them. Shit. Don't be looking over here. He was looking mad at first. Anyways, in Karen's event, she says that, oh no, let me get back to the candles. The candles, she was like, girl, I don't know. Is that really, first you were a social commentator or a political commentator, then you are 4 degrees, and now you're doing home essentials. Juan didn't want to go because Wendy asked her why you didn't go to Karen's thing. Juan didn't want to go, so we didn't go. So how was it? She tells her about Mia. She says that Mia was, talking her shit or whatever, and that Mia had her hand in her face, and she told her to get her hand out of her face, and then she told her, what are you going to do about it? So she was like, girl, what? She was like, and then Wendy was like, because, the old Wendy, girl, the old Wendy would have done what? Girl, what are you talking about? The old Wendy would have done what, girl? Okay. John Hopkins, CNN commentator Wendy. What old Wendy are you talking about, girl? Okay, Wendy. She didn't understand. Robyn was like, well, I didn't understand why you were going so hard for Karen. I know why Wendy's going so hard for Karen. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why in a second. Y'all already know what I'm going to say. Anyway, so she going hard for Karen. She was like, I didn't understand that. Thought it was weird. She was like, but when Gizelle is not there, what'd she say when Gizelle is not there? I forgot what she was saying. It was something about loyalty. Something about loyalty that Wendy was mad about. Like, I don't know what it was about. I don't know. Something about loyalty she was mad about. Anyway, so Mia and G are sitting up there. His name is Gordon. Mia and G are sitting up there having a conversation. I don't know what they were doing or whatever. And she said, she was talking about the party. He was like, I didn't hear what y'all was talking about. I can hear y'all talking, but we was in there talking about man stuff. So they was sitting there talking about man stuff, so he didn't hear what she said. She was like, let me tell you something, honey. He was like, I really enjoyed Eddie. She was like, it seems like Eddie is scared of Wendy. And she talking about my husband, that's my man. And she was like, honey, your man couldn't even look me in the eye when he met me, baby. When I tell you, I said, what? Oh, Mia. Bitch, I screamed. That's how you clear a bitch. Bitch, your nigga couldn't even look me in the face. Clear. Anyways, so Candace, the kids are still there. Chris is drinking midday. That was funny because she was like, my mom, she would say, he was fixing the bar. He was like, moving the empty bottles and stuff like that. And she was like, if my mom were to see this, she would be like, y'all do too much drinking. So Aunt Dottie calls, right? And she's talking to her. And then she turns the camera over to Chris. And Chris had a drink in his hand. She was like, oh, we drinking midday? He says, I'm off. What did he say? I'm off. I'm just relaxing. What did he say? And he walked away. He got his ass up out of there real quick. And he walked away. She was talking to Dottie, and I was so busy watching Chris and his walk, because I was trying to see how he walks. He got a lot of swag in his walk, right? So I was paying attention. I had to rewind to see what Dorothy and Candace were talking about. So she says she's going to have tea with Karen, and she wants to sit down and have a conversation with her, and hopefully she's going to tell her that she was wrong for defending the bullshit. She tells her that Chris is her husbander, which is dumb. The word is dumb. She was like, good luck with that. And she was like telling her mom to mind her business. So you shouldn't have told her. You put her in your business. Don't tell her to mind her business after you put her in your business. You put her in it. You told her. You didn't have to tell her Chris was your manager. And Chris doesn't have any experience. Good luck with that. I'm with Aunt Dottie on that one. Newfound respect for Karen. You need her help, Wendy. My thing is, you're cool with Robyn. That's the only reason why, Wendy, I'm sorry, and I hate to say that she's using Karen, but Wendy is utilizing her network to progress in her business. It's very smart, but that's the only reason why you up underneath Karen's neck, okay, is because she has a business. However, I would have gone to Robyn, right? Robyn is your friend. Robyn is who you're closer to. Robyn is the one you have a relationship with. You don't really have a relationship with Karen. But Karen was asking her some good questions. Why would I buy your product versus someone else? Wendy, I want you to do some research. You say you want to be the black Martha Stewart, but let me tell you something. Martha Stewart is the white B. Smith. Okay? So do some research so you can want to be the next B. Smith, not the next Martha Stewart. Okay? That's a better look. All right? So Karen smells the flower, the candle, and says, this is classic. I like it. It's very classy, Wendy. It's very classy. So we'll see. I looked at the label. I was like, it's a nice label. I had to pause it because I wanted to see. It was a nice label. Did she say what it smelled like, what the notes were? I don't think we got a chance to see. I don't know if Karen is the right person, but Karen has her stuff going. She got a wig coming out. You saw her and Ray getting their wig thing together. She was talking to people about some glue lists or something, some wigs that you don't need glue for or something. She was going off. She was talking about and had Ray sitting up there with her. Mia, she gets into her relationship. We get more into Mia's personal story. Her ex-husband and G are on good terms. You would expect that from an old-ass man. No old-ass 70-year-old man has time to have beef with some young nigga you fucked and didn't work out with. Sorry, I shouldn't have said it like that, but that's what it is. He don't have time. Don't nobody have time. It's only best that we get along, right? Somebody that old, that's the only thing that's the only option you really have. Her mother has an addiction, and Mia was in foster care. She did not have contact with her mother for 6 years. She wrote her mother no contact. She said, if she wrote me back, nobody told me. If she got the letters and wrote me back, it looked like there was no contact because I wrote her and never heard back from her. She says she remembers laying on a cold floor on a Christmas Eve waiting for her mother to come, and she never came. So Mia's dealing with some abandonment issues, and she also says that she wants to move past this thing with her mom, and she's trying to understand, like, where she came from, I guess, with her addiction, and she's trying to understand that part of it. But the part that she can't understand is, why did you give up your children? Why did you give me up? And she wants to be able to get past the things, or her mother to acknowledge the pain that she experienced from her actions. So we'll see how that goes. I thought I did see a clip of Mia and her mother having a conversation, so that's going to be interesting to see. Candace and Karen. Karen says she wants to go see Candace because she really misses her. She's her favorite person, and she cares about her. That's what Candace said about Karen. Karen says that she senses something different about Candace, a piece about her. And she's like, well, I just want to figure, how can we move forward? And we need to define what our relationship looks like. I know you were hurt and mad that I was neutral. I beg to differ. I do not believe that Karen was neutral. Do y'all believe Karen was neutral? I think it was very clear whose side Karen was on, because when Candace expressed anger and frustration towards you for your actions, you felt the need to call HR because you felt your life was in danger. You would not be able to step foot in my house. Absolutely not. Kudos to Candace. That does show some grace and some growth that she's going through, because Karen wouldn't be able to step foot. Bitch, you was trying to change my reality. That, when I tell y'all, there's things that you can forgive people for. You know, when you get into conflict with people, if your transgressions were an attempt to change my reality, you will never have space to do it again. Ever. Promise you. I promise you, you will never get to do it again. So where Candace is, Candace was pissed. I know she was mad she let that bitch in her house. I know she was. I know she was. I know she was. She let, because her whole demeanor, everything changed when Karen said I don't regret anything. I don't regret anything. And did she say she would do it again? And she said, you were believing outside factors when I needed you most. Let me tell you something. In the terms of their relationship, Karen and Candace, Karen dropped the ball. She did. She wasn't neutral enough. Her neutrality seemed to be more so teetering with Monique Samuels. And if it wasn't teetering with Monique Samuels, it definitely wasn't teetering over to Candace. We don't know where it was, but Candace wasn't getting the support from you based on the foundation of your relationship. She wasn't getting that from you. And she was upset for that. And I think that's when she told you can burn in hell. But what you did after that was say, I'm going to call HR. And attempt to do what? Get that girl fired? You wouldn't be able to come in my house. And that's just what it is. She says, I'm going to keep it cordial and kiki. But that's what it is. And I'm going to keep it cute with her. And that's all that it is. That's what Kenya does with the girls. Now you're going to learn. Now you're going to learn. You can't trust none of these bitches. Keep it cordial. Keep it cute. And kiki with these bitches. Have lunch. Drop your little shade and be on your way. Trying to develop friendships with these women. Look at the longevity of Candace. Look at the longevity of Karen and Gizelle. Look where they are. They've been friends almost 20 years or whatever you call that. That's what you want. That's the relationship you want with Karen. I think Karen is a selfish bitch. I do. Ashley's party. It's going to be yellow because Ashley is the sunshine. Candace said, I'm not going to be rude. Not while she's with child. I said, I know that's right, because baby, I'm gonna wear you out. Wait till you drop that baby bitch so I can wear your wide ass out. Your wide back. What she say? Bitch, I can't wait. Let me tell you something. I cannot wait till Candace goes into Ashley. That's the only person that Candace has smoke for is Ashley Stewie Darby. And I can't wait until she tells her, you brought your wide ass. What she tell her? I can't wait. You know, the people be like, oh my God, she just had a baby. You're mom shaming, you're pregnancy shaming, you're stomach shaming, you're fat shaming, you're shaming and shaming. You wait till Candace says that to Ashley and see how the people respond. You wait. So Gizelle and Candace have a conversation about what happened with Karen. She said, girl, she's not changing it. She said what she said and she ain't changing it. So it is what it is. And we just gonna keep it cute and we just gonna kiki with her, have lunch, and that's it. And Gizelle was like, yeah, that's fucked up. It is fucked up because it is fucked up, but she said she would do it again. So that's when a person shows you who they are, bitch. Candace, when a person shows you who they are, believe them. Wendy pushes through. Wendy looks beautiful. Her titties is sitting right up. Gizelle said, girl, we know you just got your titties done, but you don't have to leave with them every time. Yes, I do. What are you talking about? What the fuck I got them done for? If I got my ass done, I will be walking into the room backwards, bitch. You gonna see this ass. You gonna see what I laid on this table for. You gonna see these titties every time I get a chance and when it's appropriate. What? Honey, you need something done too. Gizelle, you need some smoothing out over here. So I don't know. You can get some shit done too. You will look, let me tell you something. If Gizelle, because I know Gizelle said Ray would die before this gets old, but let me tell you something, honey. You could use a little bleaching. No, you could use a little nip tuck. You could use a little pull back. It would make that neck Yeah. So don't worry about Wendy coming in with leading with her titties, bitch. Don't worry about it. Anyways, Ashley shows up. Wendy, what's her name? Ascala. What's her name? I wrote it phonetically over here so I can remember it. Ascala. That's her name. Okay. Ascala shows up. She's beautiful. She is really pretty. Add her to the cast, honey. Ethiopian babe. Add her to the cast. Oh, they tell Ashley that the second one comes fast, so don't worry about it. Let me tell you something. I had my second child it was so fast. I think I was on the phone. They were rolling. He came early. And they were trying to, delay it. They were giving me stuff to delay it, and he couldn't. He wanted to be here, and he came out in, I think, 2 pushes, and he was so little. He was only 3 pounds, so he came out so fast. But he came out before they could get me into the delivery room. They had me in one room, and they were trying to take me to labor and delivery, and before they could slide me into the room, I had already had him. I couldn't hold it anymore, and I was on the phone. They were like, Miss Kelly, you need to get off the phone, because I was trying to call the boy's father, because he was watching my other son at the time. And so I had to tell him, hey, I'm going into labor, and by the time, honey, I could get on the phone and say anything, the baby is already here. Wham wham. Apgar scores high, even though he came early. You should see him now. You should see his ass now. Anyway, shout out to my second baby. Yes, they come fast. My little Aquarius. Anyway, so Scala brings some champagne to Ashley. She looking, is it good? Is it good? What kind of champagne is it? I don't really drink champagne. Is it good? You acting like your man don't have money, like you haven't been around the world and drank some good champagne. Ashley, and why would she bring you some champagne that wasn't good? Girl, that don't even make sense. Shut up, Ashley. Mia shows up. Wendy says that Mia can't be a flopper. They play this cute little game, guess the pregnancy pics. It was very cute. Karen asks Mia about what's going on with Wendy. And so they sit down, right? So everybody's sitting down. Ashley and Ascala, they went to go have their treatments, and I know Ashley is pissed because Ashley seemed to be missing everything. She conveniently, bitch, I got my good eye on you. Shout out to the Brooke Ashley. I got my good eye on you, bitch. Ashley conveniently missed what happened between Monique and Candace, but this time she had her swollen feet over there getting seaweed wrapped around them while the girls was in the other room arguing. Baby, let me tell you something. Wendy, girl, I had secondhand embarrassment. I was over there like Robyn. We can always count on Robyn to be off to the side laughing at somebody and can't hold her laugh in. Remember when she was cracking up when Ashley and Katie were going back and forth? You know what? No, you're not dumb. You're stupid. Maybe you're not dumb. You're stupid, baby. Robyn was over there cackling. She couldn't get her shit together. She was laughing so hard. She was laughing at Wendy. Wendy started going off on Mia. Girl, if you don't like it, I talk with my hands. She says, I talk with my hands too. I respect people's house. I did not go off on Karen's house, but I got time today. Tick-tock. It's Zen win, baby. It's Zen win, baby. Tick-tock, I got time. She said she had time. I don't know how many times Wendy rehearsed that before she got there. I got time today. Tick-tock. I was so embarrassed for her. It's Zen win. It's Zen win. Baby, Robyn was over there laughing. Gizelle was loving it. They love when the girls act a fool. And so Mia says, I will forever be transparent. We done caught you in too many lies, Mia. So I don't know. You said I was acting. Know what she said? You said I was doing something, so you was trying to be shady towards me. And she was like, no, what the issue is with yourself. Every 10 seconds you put your foot in your mouth. Candace was like, bitch, what is going on? Every 10 seconds you put your foot in the mouth. Ashley is missing it. Girl, you are missing it. And then Wendy. Oh, Wendy. You was cute. It was funny up to Zen Win, and I got TikTok and TikTok time and whatever the fuck you was talking about, Wendy. But bitch, when you said you're dismissed, that's when you lost me. You don't get to dismiss anybody, Wendy. That's what we know. We're not doing that. Girl, dismiss from where? Mia was like, girl, what are you talking about? That's because you honestly can't dismiss anybody from any place. Unless that was your event and she came into your event and you had the ability to have her leave and get her escorted out like Karen did Gizelle and Robyn that time they came to confront her at her charity event. Remember that reckless shit that they did? Okay. If you had an event like that where you could tell the bitch you are dismissed and she actually has to get up and leave, that falls flat for me. You're dismissed. Mia was like, okay, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, so what happened after that? Hold on, let me get back to my notes. Zen Win has time today. Now here it is. This is what I wrote. I feel like Wendy has a legitimate concern about the lies. I do not think she has a legitimate concern about this idea of loyalty, because we all know, the viewers, you know, Mia and Karen are not friends. So therefore, there is no loyalty between them. She can decide who she wants to make friends with. There's no loyalty to the person who brings you on. So acting like that and holding Mia to that is unfair. It's unfair. It's unfair. Because we could say the same about you. Candace brought you on, right? But you were sitting in Karen's house. And Karen and Candace are not getting along. So where does your loyalty lie? Or are you cool with her because this is the friend group or the cast, right? So Mia can do the same thing. I don't think it's fair. Now, about her lying, call her, girl, every time you open your mouth, you lying about something, okay? So I don't give a fuck who you loyal to. Just stop lying. Just stop lying. It's a better look. It's a better look. You're clearly not happy at home. Clearly you're not happy. You're the one that got your clit fixed. No. Sorry. That didn't chop for that one. No, Wendy. Go back. Go back and come back. We didn't like that. We didn't like that. Clearly you're not happy at home. I said, oh, here we go. Here we go. Well, she's like, I don't want to be around small-minded people. She gets up and she walks out. She was like, but you were dismissed, so you can go ahead and leave. So she walks out. Gizelle tells Wendy, you need to let people talk. Wendy's like, girl, what are you talking about? I'm defending you, bitch. She's the one that said that you were nothing but a pretty face. And she sat here and called everybody small-minded. So what are you talking about? And that's when Wendy was like, oh, I see when it's time to be loyal, Gizelle doesn't have to extend the same things that are extended to her. Wendy's figuring that out. Right? I guess that leads into why they're in conflict currently, right? Ashley comes back. And it was funny when a scholar was sitting there in the chair, and she was like, yeah, girl, Wendy and Gizelle was telling Wendy and Mia just got into it. She was like, Zen Win? I don't know who you're talking about. Ashley comes back. Candace tells Wendy, you can't let Mia press your buttons. She was like, I don't understand why Wendy has her chest puffed up at Mia. I don't understand it either. I could see you not vibing with somebody who is always lying, but the loyalty thing, that's where you lose me, Wendy. Robyn and Gizelle were sitting, they went away, right? So now everybody's in there. And so a scholar was like, well, they told me that Robyn told me that you were a heavy drinker. That's what she told Karen. Karen was like, well, I do call my girls on the phone, and Karen, see, and Karen is another liar, right? That's what you're going to find out too. Karen is another lie. Let me tell you something. Karen sat up there and told us that she will have parties and then call her friends and be on the phone with her friends. And then Candace said, it don't sound like, who was that, Candace? Who said it? No, Ashley said it don't sound like it's a party going on. It sounds like it's a party of one when she calls me drunk. So apparently Karen calls the girls and be shit-faced when she calls them. So Robyn dropped that. Robyn, I'm watching you, because there's no reason for you to tell Escala that Karen drinks a lot. What does that have anything to do with anything? Anyway, so Mia lets everybody know that she used to be an escort, right? And she says that we were in gowns and stuff like that. She said, I went from being a bartender to actually, she was like, yeah, I was wondering, did you make it to the pole? Did you make it to the pole? And she was like, no, they don't want to be affiliated like that. We actually wore long gowns, and some of the times the people just, would want our time. So Gizelle was like, so you were an escort? I think Gizelle thought that she wasn't going to say, yes, I was. I think she thought she wasn't going to say that. And she was like, yes, I was. But some escorts get paid for sex. I don't know anything about that. Wasn't get paid for sex. So everybody was like, girl. Okay. No, but it's true. You ask some sex workers, if you ever talk to some sex workers, they will tell you a lot of the men really want a different type of energy, a healing energy, and an energy to just, almost it's like going to therapy. If you ever get a chance to talk to a legitimate sex worker, ask her, do a lot of men want to have sex? Of course some do, but there are a lot of them that don't even want to have sex. They just want to lay there. They want somebody to talk to. It's a healing energy. Some men, they just want to be rubbed and be like, pampered in a way, by a nice looking woman who smells good, got some nice titties on his back and everything like that, but won't have sex. And it's almost like having a physical, emotional relationship, but not sexual. Ask. You'd be very surprised. So when she said that, I was like, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, some of them just want company. Somebody wants somebody to talk to. They want to be seen out with a pretty woman, right? A lot of these men, these single men, you see them out. A lot of those women be escorts. You're not gonna see that's like, oh, he got a different girl every time. Yeah, because they escorts. Hello. Anyways, y'all, I think that's all my time. You tell me if I missed anything. I tried to get everything. Could Karen be calling them party of one? I don't know, Wendy. You and me are going to have to get it together, because it doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.